Hello everybody, testing the camera first. Supposed to be good, right? Okay, kita cek dulu semuanya sebelum kita mulai. I think this is good. Welcome back everybody. Selamat datang kembali di Livestream with me, Daruharu. What's up guys? Karena kita akan lanjutin perjalanan kita menjadi Detektif di Disco Elysium. Dan nanti malam akan ada juga midnight stream via Twitch. Jadi kalian kalau belum follow Twitch gue, make sure you guys follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/daruharu, or kalian bisa ke description box di bawah, gue taruh linknya di bawah situ, right? Nanti malam kita akan streaming Valorant again. So, wait a minute, how do I do this? Alright, let's go baby. All connections are good. I'm gonna open the game. Gue lagi ada problem di shoulder guys. Shoulder gue lagi gak enak banget. I don't know why bro. There you go. Yeah. Let's go guys. And we're back in Disco Elysium. Let's go. So, terakhir itu kita menemukan bahwa kalau mayatnya itu ditelanjangin dulu baru digantung. Jadi basically kita udah nemu baju-baju dari mayatnya, korbannya di tong sampah. Terus kita punya konklusi bahwa mayatnya korbannya ini udah dibunuh sebelum digantung. Yang punya kuncinya ini udah kita didak antara staff dari hotelnya atau pekerja persampahannya ya. Ini pintunya kayaknya udah kebuka nih, so kita belum pernah kesini nih. What's this? Trying chemical. Alright.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garansi and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garansi Kubek. Please, it's not funny.
Jadi namanya tuh bukan Gorasi atau Kubek, sedangkan dia nyebut bahasa lain yang kita nggak tahu, terus kata-katanya cuman Gorasi dan Kubek.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You got some impressive photo. I think.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. He smiles and bangs his... It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
Ini ada pintu, kemana nih pintunya? Ini freezer kayaknya deh.
You see a heavy steel. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm out of duty. Your rent is part of reading ranks.
Eccentric. But okay, as you...
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame. The door does not budge.
Oh, ini kayaknya kita perlu kunci buat buka pintu itu deh. I think. Coba kita tanya manajernya deh. Destino, what's up, bro? Thank you so much for joining, man.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love... Oh, yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's better. Let him go.
Fine, okay, a little. But
Semua orang kayaknya penasaran sama pintunya deh.
For wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Oh, nggak punya dia kuncinya. Oke. Alright, explore the whirling secret passage. Oke. Gila, ini tes kita nambah terus tapi kagak kelar-kelar ya. Buset ya. Ini yang kelar baru berapa tuh? Look at that. Kita tugasnya makin banyak. Oke, tapi ini basically ada pintu, kita nggak tahu pintu apa dan kita mesti nyari kuncinya. Andirian, what's up, bro? Thank you so much, man. Ini runtime gamenya berapa jam? Kalau gue lihat sih kemarin itu kalau misalnya kalian main full on main questnya doang itu 18 sampai 20 jam. Cuma kalau sama side questnya tuh 30-an jam. 30 sampai 40 katanya deh. Gue nggak expect untuk selesaiin semua side questnya juga sih. Cuman gue pengen banget kelarin main story-nya. Which is lumayan 20 jam. if we play like 2 hours a session, so we get 10 parts guys. Jadi kita bisa dapat.
The worker is perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Bisa dapat 10 part lah. At least 10 atau 12-an paling. Gue agak menyesal deh karakternya nggak gue bikin fisik banget. Ternyata fisiknya lumayan di sini lumayan ngaruh guys. So far ya. Even gue pengen bikin karakternya yang pinter gitu kan. Gue pengennya yang gue pengen bikinnya yang dia gampang debat sama orang, tapi so far nggak terlalu berpengaruh.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant he doesn't like where this is going.
Nggak bisa masih. Aku bingung nih. Kita belum fully explore kotanya banget sih. Cuman kemarin itu kan kita udah ke bagian kanan, which is ada demo union pekerja yang lagi demo sama pabrik. Dan untuk lewat pintu atasnya kita mesti lawan si orang gedenya itu tuh, which is susah banget. Kemarin kan kita coba tapi gagal. Jadi kita coba sekarang explore bagian kiri. Kalau di atas kan itu cuma tempat pembunuhannya ya. Ini game tentang apaan? Ini basically game RPG tapi detektif. Jadi kita main seorang detektif yang hilang ingatan. Ternyata dia sedang mencoba untuk solving case ada pembunuhan katanya. Nih ada di sini tuh ada mayat nih. Ini pembunuhan nih, mayatnya belum diturunin juga lagi sama dia karena fisik kita low banget. Kita nggak bisa naik.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Active decay.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Bisa sih kita coba ya, kita coba aja kali ya. Kita save dulu. Jadi kalau gagal pun kita akan load lagi aja.
There he still is. Look. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you expected, more fever than odor.
Let it out. Wow, muntah dia. Jadi sebenarnya mayatnya ini mestinya.
You feel a great force ringing from until a pool of vomit lies under your feet.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the rolling rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Dapat task lagi tapi karena gagal muntah barusan. Memang mestinya gitu kali ya.
Clever.
So far dari beberapa game yang gue mainin yang detektif gitu, ini paling imersif banget sih. Ini paling bener-bener yang kerasa banget lu main jadi detektifnya gitu. Karena jarang banget menurut gue game RPG yang detektif heavy gitu ya. Dia dialogue based, dan ini tuh baru diupdate bulan lalu guys. Jadi baru diupdate sekarang full ada suaranya, suara voice actornya. Dulu tuh nggak ada pas game keluar tahun lalu, jadi tulisan doang. Sekarang udah enak nih dan pas banget timingnya buat gue mainin game ini. The sewer gate with the filth. What? What's this? Helpline. Ini kotanya lumayan gede sih. Hot air rises from sewer. Comforting. Oke. Ini apa?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles.
Ini worldnya kayak dystopian gitu apa gimana bang? Agak sih, dia kayak semacam dystopian tapi in the 50s gitu. Jadi temanya tuh 50s sebenarnya, cuman kayak futuristic 50s gitu.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even
Multi
more
end gitu nggak bang? Ya,
if you paid for them
endingnya ada
with
beberapa.
net worth. Go over and ask him.
Dan ini keren banget ya. Pertama menurut gua game ini kenapa keren banget? Pertama art style-nya nih unik karena dia base artnya itu dengan painting. Jarang banget game yang dari painting ya menurut gua. Yang kedua, ini dialog base-nya tuh bagus banget ya. Ini naratornya ini basically adalah conscious-nya dia sendiri gitu. Dan kadang-kadang karena dia alkoholik orangnya dan hilang ingatan gitu ya. Jadi dia ada beberapa beberapa perspektif dari conscious yang berbeda, aneh banget deh. Jadi kayak ada yang jahat, ada yang licik, ada yang kocak, ada yang ini narator mainnya nih yang inti conscience dia nih, kalau yang suka ngomong yang suara heavy gitu. Stylish shades, try shades on. How much to the box?
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Cerise plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything,
UV-nya stiker.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool.
Dan kerennya itu setiap orang main ini pasti akan berbeda experience-nya. Kenapa? Karena lu kan bikin karakter lu sendiri. Lu mau orangnya bentuknya mau kayak gimana, mau fisik banget, mau pinter banget, mau psychological banget. Psychological tuh jadi dia bisa membaca orang. Kalau pinter tuh lebih kayak ke public knowledge, raw knowledge, segala macem. Semuanya beda-beda gitu. Jadi setiap lu lagi debat gini, dialog gini, ini ada kayak gini nih. Lu bisa mencoba nih conceptualization. Jadi kayak semacam apa ya, kalau di game-game dialog based gitu kayak mencoba untuk ngelawan lah ya istilahnya gitu. Nah cuman based dari status karakter kalian gitu. Ini di gua cuman berhasil perkiraannya nih cuman 42% untuk berhasil. Jadi setiap kita mau coba gitu, kita tuh kayak roll dadu gitu guys. Kayak roll dadu. Nah itu chances untuk menangnya tuh 42% based dari karakter kita gitu. Just keren banget sih menurut gue. Try again, maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box. Yeah, let's try.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Dan ini gamenya nggak?
That visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your. You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe.
Oh,
No
nambahin
problem.
perception.
Let's get you some real shades.
Ya, gua mau. Gue mau nyimpen duit buat bisa bayar utang gue.
There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy.
How about some premium class service save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious.
Economically
Recycle your cash,
conscious.
keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Eco. Wah, ini orang nih go green banget nih kayaknya ya. Kaos aja eco.
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there? Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
But I don't have a children. It's nature, powerful economics expand, weak economics go extinct. It's distraction culture, you know, immigrants and kayak racist deh. Distraction from cultural issues, yeah.
And what?
And those socialists in the academia, and genetic atrophy. Socialist.
Oh, look, man, I'm not into politics. I like everyone. Check out the box.
You find your hand.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. Buy second.
Something cold grazes your hand. synthetic and sleek.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty.
Composure
It's only
shiver.
450 for you, sir.
Ooh. Should we buy this? Leave now. Nanti gue lihat-lihat lagi aja lah.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers.
I can see you.
Tapi ini gamenya bener-bener dialog heavy banget guys. Bener-bener actionnya tuh dikit. Bener-bener dialog aja gitu. Which is menurut gua menarik banget sih. Jarang banget soalnya gaming kayak gini. Menurut gua ya, so far yang gua lihat gitu.
Ultra, we're the future. You remember the slogan from
Reaction speed, hand-eye coordination, -1 encyclopedia. No.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered.
Perk gue encyclopedia.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers. These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage.
Samaran trash? That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers.
You're right.
Low-fi socialist junk. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best.
Kalau nggak dijual kayaknya aslinya
sale.
bagus deh. You don't know what I am. I don't even know myself. Pause. I was weird. Wait, what if I do? This is.
You do, officer. You do. Remember, we don't. No way, officer. No, officer. Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. But if on the other.
Damn.
50
So you
cent.
have to buy the sneakers first.
Mungkin nanti kita akan perlu kali ya. Ini apa? Lieutenant's handkerchief. Oh. Ini kita taruh aja lah dulu. Nggak terlalu perlu. Kita pakai bawa ini. Physical instrument. Ini kita pakai apa ya? Suggestion. Alright. Oke. Salah pencet. Oke, so basically sebelah kanan udah. Kanan bawah. Kita sekarang ke sini. Kemarin tuh kita masih bener-bener keliling-keliling setengah daerah banget sih. What's this? Fingerless gloves. Sure, why not? What's this? Pawn shop. Oh, kita senjatanya kayak di sini deh. Kan pistol kita hilang nih guys. Terakhir kita dapat info mungkin kita jualin pistol kita. Jadi kenapa memori kita lost itu karena kok serem amat pawn shop. Karena kita tuh kayaknya karena alkoholik tuh kayak mabuk parah, terus kita ada kejadian sesuatu, kita kehilangan ingatan 4 hari yang lalu gitu. Jadi mayat tuh sebenarnya udah digantung 4 hari, cuman kita nggak turun-turunin.
A typical Martinez street light sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order. It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Dia jual lampu jalanan, buset, dicolong dong.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag.
The light has been removed and rewired. That's 2 transformations. But what about the third?
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary...
Okay, that checks out.
Kita kan nyari ini, salah. Nyari pistol gue. Mana ya pistol gue?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. One especially catches your eye. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Oke, ntar dulu. Kayak kita ada ini deh, kita kayak perlu speaker untuk sesuatu. Ini ada speaker juga.
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something nice, a figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Gue mau save dulu lah. Save gue mana sih? Ini ya.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. 50 cents. Bargain price.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look in.
You're probably talking about... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It is more...
Maybe.
Hey. Psst.
Huh?
Psst. Hey, you. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like
dia nih
down
kadang-kadang tuh
with
dia
bourgeoisie,
di kepalanya tuh
eat
suka
the
ngomong
rich,
sendiri nih.
sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal that everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
What's this communism about? Roll up the sleeves, start building communism is too tiring. I don't have in it me to build. What?
Failure. It's about failure.
I don't do
of
failure.
Course you do. You are failure. You are communism. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Tower you against the atom, the charm and the spin. Now get
Kenapa
to work,
tiba-tiba dia jadi
comrade.
ngomongin tentang komunis sih? I don't get this, bro. I mean, I'm not down to communism. It's too tiring. I don't have it.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's no objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one.
Oh, barusan yang ngomong rhetorical mind-nya dia, terus dibalas sama logical mind-nya dia. Dibilang sama logical mind-nya dia kayak komunisme tuh society yang tidak berkelas, semua udah tahu gitu. Tapi rhetorical tetap kayak nggak ada yang mau lagi. Volition. There's one. What should I do? No, shut up. Shut up. Kita mau nyari pistol gua.
It's not often that I... What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Now that RCM is here, tell me you have any trouble here. It's sinful, it's sufficient that the police presence in these parts.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Typical vicious. Honestly, I think some of your collections are press your fingers more tasteful than others. This business plan all over the place. You should specialize in capitalize.
It keeps me entertained.
Is Roy high? There's something I'd like to sell. No, they might eat it.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? I sold her the gun you pawned. yang ngebeli senjata kita cewek.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
At least I know how. Let's talk about something else.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to
Yang
get
manggil
rid of
kita
it.
pig
And
dan
of
cewek
her.
cuma satu, tapi dia anak kecil.
Truth be told,
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens of... That's one explanation.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find out.
Yeah.
my apologies, officer, but I have no idea where...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now.
Of course.
Oke, kita udah tahu sekarang. Mungkin kita coba abis ini nanti tanya sama si cewek anak kecil itu. Dia manggil kita pick terus sih. I want to ask about my missing gun again.
Sure thing. You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. And I don't like keeping guns.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like something that's telling me he's probably good at changing.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it.
Oh, bunuh diri kita.
Then I agreed to take it.
Ya masih.
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there too, in case you didn't notice.
I really should have killed myself, maybe. I'm sorry you had to see me in that state.
No apologies necessary, officer. Sure, man.
Alright, so dapat item baru. Figurine. Alright. Track down your gun. Keep looking, maybe someone else know. Inspect the victim's body. Get ammonia from the gardener at fridge store. Alright. Itu yang mana? Oke, let's go guys. Kita udah gak perlu kesini lagi sih kayaknya. Kita udah tahu senjata kita kemana. So basically we got this. Tapi kayaknya feeling gue bukan si anak kecil itu sih. Aneh banget. Kalau mungkin dia anak kecil pasti dia mention kalau itu anak kecil gitu kan.
Good day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old
First things
hunter's
first.
knife. His
What are you
eyes
doing
are
here?
fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your
Oh,
eye,
ada
you see a
temennya di
man
sini
in a yellow
nyangkut.
shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
You know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershop.
The words Daredevil Driver.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around
Do
here.
you know what's further
Especially a
than the
waterlock.
coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. They're all... Yeah, not really much else. Just...
Okay. Okay, dapat healing. That's good. Ini apa? Oh, masih ke bawah sana. Oke. Nah, kita belum ke bagian sini nih kemarin. Kita kemarin baru di sebelah kanan doang. Broken windows. What's this? Got a deck in your hand. Perhaps you can collect these bottles and sell them. Okay. What is this guy? Plastic bag. Bisa nggak buat ambil?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. A thick layer of graffito, that's Kuno, on the lens.
Kuno?
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, you know this to be the star of Periconesus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Periconesian church. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Ini gue punya bag tools. Bisa gue taruh mana? Oh, oke. Take all. Yes. Ini barang-barang bisa gue jual katanya. Yeah, money. Take. Aneh banget polisi bawa apa namanya, kantong sampah, plastik bag ini. Oke, ini apa? Splatter of bullet holes lined in the wall. So that's shady, bro. Ini nggak diinvestigate apa? Ada bullet hole gitu? That's weird. Oke. Di sini.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
We just want to know your name. Let's start with your blood type. Yeah.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Oh, she could be this. Ini bisa nih cewek yang ini. Dia manggil kita pig.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Oh, jangan-jangan dia beli senjata kita buat bunuh si cewek itu.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days travel
Ini perk
away from
perk gua
Ocean.
nih,
Its moneyed
ensiklopedia.
residents used to posh restaurants
Jadi kayak
and upscale
tahu
boutiques
public knowledge
rarely
gitu.
have reason to visit
Karakter
Martinez.
gue.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. And can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aerial graffiti. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mono was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though.
She wants it to be something true and total.
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fight. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and... Yeah?
I mean it's vandalism. Kita polisi sih. Kan vandalism kalau misalnya dia mau ngecat public property gitu.
Let's be realistic. What are you going to...
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable. I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant. Watch your back, ungulate.
Apa? Inside motorcycle. Saya masuk, Pak.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest end. The door rattles against your knuckles, but the door rattles again. But this time, you hear an elder...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting... Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
Okay. Ya, Pak.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Ini kayak orang yang paling yang paling normal deh di game ini.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines. the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Wow. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's...
What is implied here? That you're a drunk? She hasn't actually said it to every drunk in town. It was spoken in jest.
Oh, dia ngelawak.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will...
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can...
There's a trace of irony in his voice.
Kita bisa save game dulu nggak? Oh no, mesti gue save game dulu. Gue takut ada.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I hear some trade secrets?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator.
Oh, dia
In
yang mau
practice,
negosiasi
I'm a
sama
grocery
demonya
I relay the
nih
union's demands
kayaknya.
to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Oh, itu si yang nutupin jalan atas itu yang kita nggak bisa lewat. Howard Thompson.
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd...
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the...
This isn't the first time the union has gone...
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes.
Oh,
Both
udah demo
times
2
the
kali
union won
mereka.
significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This...
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes.
Jadi tuh nih yang demo ini kayak pegawai-pegawai untuk kota ini. Cuman beberapa dari mereka itu pegawainya itu agak rasis gitu sih. Bukan agak sih, rasis. Salah satunya yang ngejaga jalan untuk masuk ke pabriknya.
Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Yes. I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Jadi kalau habis demo, persetujuan negosiasinya mesti ditandatangan 2.200 pekerjanya semua.
Just so you understand,
wow.
This is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of and now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags, a disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it
Itu
from
dia
the
korban
lawyer
kita.
at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was "Call me mañana."
Hah? I first heard from Bois at the gates. I replied, the one. I think it was.
This checks out.
Wait. What? Oke. Jadi korban kita itu ada koneksinya dengan demo yang terjadi sekarang.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a...
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother.
Pemimpin demonya nih orang jahat kayaknya.
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like... It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. With a funny little switcheroo. While in office, the Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that.
Unionnya ini tuh normal, baik-baik aja, tapi semakin kesini tiba-tiba jadi makin menyeramkan gitu.
Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Whenever they ever get to the rest local working, giantly sucking the life of a patrol, basically a socialist mob. Gue socialist mob sih. Kalau misalnya sekarang ya.
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades.
Karena basically semuanya sekarang rasis.
However much you feed the wolf
gue mikirnya tuh unionnya tuh kayak semacam komunitas radikal gitu sih. Yang misalnya awalnya bagus, cuma lama-lama jadi semakin berani gitu. Jadi udah nggak logical gitu cara pemikirannya, which is menurut gue jadi socialist mafia aja gitu menurut gue ya. Itu kenapa gue bilang gitu barusan. One more thing, you said something about that.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do?
Cewek dan dia hilang total.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the...
Thank you for your concern, man.
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive
Secret
trade
task
secrets.
complete.
For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh no, kita nggak punya badge kita. Oh no. Wait, what? Interview Wild Pines rep. Oh, okay.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsura
from
Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this too.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. If it no, I don't remember.
Oh dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on.
No.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of this? What kind of arrangement would that be?
Feelings will guide the way.
Tidak.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much else. This entirety of my existence. Oh no. Oh man. You don't understand. It's not like a side case for me. It's my main thing.
Trust me, officer. I am fully...
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either.
Jadi instead of kita minta informasi tentang pembunuhannya, kita harus tukeran informasi yang lain. Kita harus cari tahu drug trade di unionnya. Oh my god, bro. What? Kalau gitu gue tahan aja tadi ya. Mesti gue nggak usah negosiasi ya. Salah.
You can find your badge, which honestly.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Oke. Bang, ceritain dong tentang misinya, bingung nih. Jadi basically gini, misi kita itu adalah untuk nge-solve pembunuhan. Ya basically ada orang bunuh diri, gantung diri di belakang hotel kita kan. Kita perlu solving, cari pembunuh untuk mayat itu tersebut itu. Nah cuman ternyata kita tuh udah ada di tempat itu selama 4 hari, tapi kita hilang ingatan total nih, jadi kita nggak tahu sama sekali. Nah ini nih partner kita. Nah si cewek ini adalah negosiator, kayak orang yang bisa negosiasi terhadap pabrik yang ada di kota ini. Jadi di kota ini tuh lagi ada demo pekerjanya melawan pabriknya, kayak untuk gaji naik, asuransi kesehatan segala macem lah gitu-gitu. Nah cuman komunitas demonya ini nih kayak makin radikal gitu loh. Jadi dulu tuh normal, cuma semakin ke sekarang nih isi pegawainya tuh ada yang jahat-jahat, ada yang rasis segala macem. Ya agak mirip sesuatu lah ya. Ya terus itu nih si cewek ini nih dia tuh tahu banyak gitu. Salah satunya mengenai kasus yang sedang kita lakuin ini. Jadi katanya dia orang yang digantung ini ada hubungannya dengan komunitas demonya ini. Nah, kita tuh pengen tahu nih siapa identitas. Jadi kita belum tahu nih identitas mayatnya siapa. Terus ini orang kerja di mana, kita nggak tahu total itu. Nah si cewek ini dia punya informasi yang bisa nge-link antara komunitas demonya dengan mayat yang kita sedang investigasi ini gitu. Cuman untuk dia ngasih tahu itu tuh ada prosedurnya, biar jadi di laporannya dia itu nggak ada kayak istilahnya, nggak ada kayak korupnya gitu lah ya, nggak ada kayak informasi yang disembunyikan, jadi dia totally transparan gitu. Nah, prosedurnya itu adalah kita harus ngasih lihat badge kita, kayak badge polisinya, biar di laporan dia ternyata ada tulisan kayak gue diinvestigasi, diinterview sama polisi. Jadi dia nggak bohong ke laporan ada dia gitu. Nah, cuman kita tuh kan hilang ingatan. Nah, yang pas kita hilang ingatan ini, kita bangun-bangun tuh bener-bener kayak telanjang, nggak apa-apa. Terus senjata kita hilang, badge kita hilang, kita nggak tahu kita di mana, duit kita hilang. Gue semuanya bener-bener dari nol banget. Sampai kita nggak tahu kita punya partner nih. Ini partner dari divisi kantor lain polisi itu di kota ini. Kita ketemuan bareng gitu. Kita nggak tahu juga nih. Kita baru kenalan gitu kemarin. Nah, terus tadi untuk gue kayak gambling gitu. Barusan kayak sok-sok negosiasi tanpa badge. Kayak gue minta informasi lah, ayolah gitu. Ya sebenarnya jahat sih, nggak boleh sebenarnya kayak gitu, kayak bribing lah istilahnya, kayak udahlah lu kasih tahu aja deh, gue kasih tahu aja gitu. Cuman dia nggak mau, kayak ya udah kalau misalnya lu mau kayak gini, kalau misalnya lu mau backdoor, kayak lu mau ngasih gue informasi diem-diem, lu harus ngasih informasi ke gue balik gitu. Ya terus dia bilang katanya apa di perkumpulan komunitas demonya ini ada yang diem-diem itu transaksi narkoba gitu. Nah, lu kasih tahu gue kira-kira siapa orang yang terlibat dalam transaksi narkoba ini. Nanti kita tukeran informasi gitu. Jadi dia dapat juga gitu. Atau ya kita bisa nyari badge kita dan kasih ke dia gitu. Nah, untuk senjata kita, sekarang badge kita belum tahu nih badge kita ada di mana. Untuk senjata kita tadi terakhir informasi kemarin yang gue dapet itu ternyata senjata kita tuh dijual di toko second hand tuh, pawn shop tadi. Nah, kata toko pawn shopnya senjata kita itu kita yang sendiri jual karena kita mabuk, kita hilang ingatan kan. Terus katanya dibeli lagi sama cewek yang benci banget sama polisi dan manggil mereka pigs. Nah, feeling gue si cewek yang di atas tadi tuh dia manggil kita pig mulu kan. Nggak tahu ya, tapi ya kita perlu informasi yang lebih banyak. Jadi ini game ini tuh bener-bener kayak simulasi detektif banget sih. Bener-bener semuanya dialog based, jadi lu mesti perhatikan banget gitu. Maaf ya guys kalau misalnya banyak banget dialog. Gue juga nggak baca semua sih sebenarnya. Kayak capek juga baca semua, cuman ya gue denger aja sih dikit-dikit. Cuman make sense juga tetap.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigator. Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Oh, jadi katanya si Kim, partner kita nih jadi digunain sama si ceweknya. Karena kayaknya nih si ceweknya ini diem-diem udah tahu kalau kita tuh nggak punya badge. Jadi dia menggunakan kesempatan dia bisa ngegunain polisinya untuk nyari informasi buat dia gitu. Digunakan, ini nggak boleh. Jadi intinya itu barusan kita kalah negosiasi guys. Culun banget ya. What do you purpose? We don't investigate drug trafficking. The company must have more ears. I am sorry putting us in this situation. You could just find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching.
Oke, gue setuju. Jadi basically kita tanya dia, kita coba investigasi transaksi narkoba dikit, tapi kita nggak langsung kasih tahu informasinya dia. Kita harus tukeran, minta informasi buat kita dulu terhadap pembunuhan gantung dirinya itu.
I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to adapt.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course, Detective.
Gue save dulu. Main ini tuh kayaknya harus sering nge-save deh, guys. Karena ya kalau gagal tuh kayak pengen nyoba lagi, gitu. Jadi fokusnya sekarang nyari badge, Pak. Iya. Cuma nyari badge-nya tuh agak susah karena gue nggak punya informasi sama sekali badge-nya di mana. Karena fokus gue ini adalah mencari informasi untuk si mayat pembunuhannya ini, misi utama kita.
You're back. Good.
Cuman untuk kita dapat informasi mayatnya, kita harus nanya sama si cewek ini. Dan untuk dapat informasi dari cewek ini, antara kita tunjukin badge kita atau investigasi narkobanya.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics.
Methamphetamine.
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't
Sabu,
make from the stuff.
Mereka transaksi sabu. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrard.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries?
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Ya basically dia akan tukeran rahasia perusahaan sama kita yang kemungkinan bisa link ke pembunuhan kita.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
Okay. What proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight.
Jadi barusan gue nanya kenapa lu pede banget si para komunitas demo ini terbukti untuk transaksi narkoba. Terus dia bilang kayak duit demonya dari mana? Gitu. Karena ini pekerjanya nggak dibayar. Kan mereka alasan demonya karena kekurangan gaji. Gitu. Tapi untuk demo kan perlu bayar gitu kan. Mereka demo duitnya dari mana? Gitu.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of precisely smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. No, we asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of us. This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge. Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will...
Well, at least this...
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. We did. on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay.
She simply nods.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent. She nods.
Alright. Joyce info of the lynching. That's something. Ntar gue save dulu lagi.
You're back. The lorries are still stuck, yes?
There's no way we can take the case.
Excellent. It may come to nothing, or in the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy. Look at that lady. Take a gander. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost wild, dull. These are the kind eyes of the rich man within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian.
Gue mau minta duit, tapi otak kita kayak semuanya ngelawan, kayak enak banget ya bisa minta duit.
Your hair sticks to your forehead. You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too. Maybe you could ask him. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Okay. Alright. Dia bilang salah satu yang bisa kita cari informasinya itu adalah dengan mencari seorang driver unionnya yang mau speak up sama kita. Gue nemu satu sih, yang depan hotel kemarin tuh lumayan friendly sama kita.
Logic error. She's.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever.
Wah, galak banget nih bocil.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past.
Thanks. All Panthers blood oxygen is boring. All psych learn caps. Okay. The Jam Mystery. Okay. Kita belum bisa level up ya. Apa? Oke. Bisa dibuka ya pintunya? Oh, nggak bisa. Oke, kita coba ke sini. Bisa nggak? There must be another way to enter the building.
It's been a week and now they
You
show up?
see a young man on a balcony, nursing.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
I'm whispering sound like you're in trouble, no trouble for me. I just wanna.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Jadi orang ini nih punya spot yang paling enak untuk lihat pembunuhannya. Dan dia
Alright,
agak
but make
takut.
it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
Ask him again.
And I really need to finish this cigarette.
But he hasn't left yet.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body...
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where...
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
What? Ada yang investigasi selain kita? Oh, this is interesting. Jadi ada yang nyamar jadi polisi atau polisi lain. Tapi nggak ada sih polisi ini, cuma kita berdua doang.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Look what? He looks around the courtyard again, snow blankets and all.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette.
I'd even go so far...
We will
Oh.
Wait, is someone else in...
No, not you.
And when?
Last week?
A downy...
You didn't answer.
It was my Sunday...
Makes sense. He doesn't...
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. Come on, please. Gila, gua gagal terus. Detektif macam apa ini?
Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? You want to cry?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
The smoker on the balcony. Oh, dia cabut. Oh no. Kita harus nyari jalan untuk ke sana sih. Kita belum nemu jalan untuk ke sana.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits.
Yeah,
if he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Yeah, he probably didn't have anything for...
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, there has to be a way of getting inside the building.
Oke, nambah lagi misinya. Alright, kita bisa level up. Kita naikin level up ya. Fisik. Should we raise physic? Endurance. Takes the blow. Don't let the hurt. Gue mau naikin fisik deh. Gila, banyak banget agenda kita, buset dah. Ini detektif pintar sekali ya. Ini apa? Belum lihat box ini. Orange bum hat. Orange bum hat bisa apa itu? Reaction speed. polisinya kayak homeless cuy. Kayak orang homeless tuh. Tapi nambahin proc sih, jadi nggak apa-apa lah. Yalah. biarkan lah ya. Thank you so much everybody for joining in. Selamat datang di Disco Elysium. Kita sedang mencoba untuk solving the crime. Oh, kita belum ke toko. Kemarin gue baru ke depan toko doang ya. Kita coba ke toko deh. Alright. Ke bawah situ udah. Let's go inside ke toko ini. Kita belum masuk ke tokonya nih. Nanti jam 10:30 gue akan pindah ke Twitch guys untuk main Valorant. So if you guys wanna join nonton multiplayer midnight session, make sure you guys join dan follow Twitch gue ya, jangan lupa. Apa? All Sport Magazine. What's this? The books, recipe. Ini buku semua ya.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games, an endless variety. There's also a large hardbound tome. Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that...
There's a box that says that price is steep, but then nonsense for anemic Beano clods.
25 buset. Mahal amat.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biography. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart.
The way you're
If you
handling
have children,
her strikes
I hope
me.
they turn out as great as my Annette.
Annette.
As a young girl should be, with the proper attitude, she'll have a...
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. Oh, yeah, like a horse. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must
Ini
have
otak
walked
kita lagi nih
200,000
ngomong apa.
steps down. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up.
Yeah, right.
The world is harsh and people are evil.
I fucking write it like that, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. It ain't easy, but you do it. Sure. And has it been easy? Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo.
There's a market for corrupt cops out there.
That's right. 100. Every time you wipe 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous.
What? Indirect modes of taxation. -2 empathy. Sure, why not? Empathy gue minus. Jadi pemikiran itu tuh kalau misalnya kita setuju itu kita dapat kayak semacam perk skill gitu sih.
A set of tattered.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You see some kind of charm. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck. inhabitants of Elysium.
Oh,
Aside from poking at it
berarti ibunya yang punya
there
toko
is
ini
nothing
memang
else to do
percaya
with
kalau
official
misalnya
charm
tokonya.
at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Percaya kalau tokonya terkutuk. Soalnya anaknya di depan kan dibilang kok tokonya ini keras.
These shelves are overburdened with crime fiction. These books, what's more, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the office. You see, a killing is declared. Shelves filled.
Apa?
The plaque on the shelf reads, "This bookstore is not..."
Langsung aja lah. Kayaknya nggak terlalu banyak hal-hal penting sih di toko ini. Gue mesti nyari obat nih buat kepala gue katanya. Tadi si Kim mention kita mesti ke toko nyari ammonia. Tapi gue belum nemu tokonya di mana.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few... Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Okay. Pool of ammonia. Kita dapat ammonia. Inspect the... We'll make it easier. Okay. Let's go.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
+1 has ammonia.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The
LOL.
combination forces tears out of your... The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Tetep nggak bisa ya. Yeah.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it
Oh, karena kita masih hangover nih, jadi obatnya nggak berlaku. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else. This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be... Why can't I keep it in?
I've seen captains puke their guts out, then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of...
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. That's probably a good idea. You need to get your shit together.
Yes. I don't want to shit. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back.
Okay. Cara buka ini gimana? Unlock ya. How do I unlock this? Volumetric shit. Oke. Kita bisa ngomong sama ini sih, driver ya, untuk informasi tentang drug trade.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
What's this?
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. an off-key melody.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have to...
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Is it the police? Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please...
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but you ring the doorbell, but nothing. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the...
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Peniel Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a...
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Siapa ini?
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just know something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like...
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
No. Alright, goodbye then. No.
Another seagull passes by.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read silence. Silence. No one answers the door. Nothing happens after you silence. No one on this button looks new, but...
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Ini
Stuck
driver
in the
baik
rain
nih.
and a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind? Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
You find us and let me get you. I'm trying to.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pose some sort of...
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some...
Then what's your deal here?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout...
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of...
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Ah, man. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions.
We have a credible...
Not me, man. No, gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kind.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes with...
Look, man,
We wouldn't say he's lucky.
Oke, dia basically nggak tahu juga sih. Oke. Hangman, you are here. Ya, apa? Trash kita. Oh, kita bisa. Oh, man. Gue bisa minta obat lagi nggak ya? Kita bisa pakai obatnya buat bangunin orang yang di dalam restoran deh kayaknya.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay.
Ya, nggak bisa, guys. Gue mau ini padahal.
Looking for something? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything... You know where that shit comes from? They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
It's our responsibility to take this poison and exchange official, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry? Oh, okay. If you are in the Whirling, how do you know it keeps who broke the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road to science, man. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil. When
Yes, yes. When
looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves.
Jangan-jangan yang nungguin teman di seberang
His
itu.
tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that... God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not...
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Oh, ini dia tokonya. Gue belum pernah sini ya. Here we go, bye-bye.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, kita bisa tukar botol di situ. Okay.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Before we go, I see.
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I approved of this. Very futuristic. Even trying to...
She pops her raspberry flavor. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier.
The story goes that...
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She looks up from...
Yes, what we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really... long?
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Gak penting ya.
A small cabinet on the wall. Their logo is the...
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste.
Dramamine.
We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Dramamine, magnesium, and hypnogamma. I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. St. Baptiste, you know. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history, as far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Sekarang gue bingung mesti ngapain. So much things to do, bro. I don't even know how. What am I supposed to do? You know? Tapi sekarang kita secara keseluruhan mapnya udah Where's this guy?
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strike. Maybe you should ask them. We have families to feed.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get into the harbor.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor...
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side in the
pity.
Let us work!
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
You are unable to appreciate it.
The physically impressive man tower has turned his attention back to the gates.
With them. Apa lagi kira-kira yang bisa kita investigasi di sini? Ini nggak ada apa-apa. Kita perlu investigate bodinya sih. Paper damage. Mungkin kita coba ke atas kali ya. Main fisik gua kan udah tinggi ya. Udah 2 mentok. Artinya bisa nggak sih? Let's try it.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? My friend, I respect the right to roam. I don't operate.
If it's all so
Aye. Walk right. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist up there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying...
Don't worry, I'm sure. Or you could convert to his Semini supremacist worldview. Or... maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone scabs tried to converting him to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic. Not yet, no.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Sure.
Kita coba yuk, kita tantang dia. Kita save dulu.
Your body continue. Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm. What is this androgynous display?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears.
Stop it. This display of weakness.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What do you mean my body betraying?
You have succumbed. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it. Your mouth moves occidental.
Show him the hand still got it.
The ham still got it. Let me read this. I'm a drama cop. It says change.
Jerking motion. You gave the... You dominate. You will be super...
It is, baby.
There is a button right behind him. Just out of reach.
Push him out of the way.
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity. Bring your troops to the Simonine Island. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul. You'll be loved.
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is called to this stuff.
Do you?
There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need? Those are the Simonese. A receding genetic pool has led them out on the Vespertines and the other large mondial civilization. Overproduction of sebum. As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Areopagites are asleep. The latter...
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes. To an untrained, pinkness is a race. The Khoiko, the Vasholian...
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Jadi basically dia ini nge-classified ras yang paling superior tuh yang mana gitu. Basically gitu aja sih. I'm pretty sure history has a less very goodness. Gue mau pasang mindsetnya sebagai rasis kayak dia biar dia kasih kita lewat aja.
The revolution is fatal. Enough of Tibet mediocrity. Tips CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments. Lesser race. The mosquito is born.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right.
The sage will not budge on them.
Then there is the Simino Koiki Chimera. Are you sure you wish to know of the Simino Koiki? The Koiko, this but enough. You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery. We will
access to the...
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today. Then I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic...
He had nothing to do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little...
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline, jam, individualism. You have got offshoots of the Semini. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Semini's race.
Oh, that's who are the Semini's. I don't really know who the Semini's are. I've recently experienced had strong, wonderful, and
the South Island race. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbui. No. I have heard about it on the radio.
So, cool?
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Racists are generally... I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
What?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw. It is impossible to see any more of your bone. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are your racial heritage is uninteresting. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta.
The what sounds like my stomach's growling.
Lower intestine. The term is fascism, Bruta. Many things, but it's mostly about quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about, yes, women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. That's what fascism boils down. You're going to keep your views right. For the nation. Smart. Best not to... Of course you are, Brute.
What is the race enigma? Put the advanced race theory idea into the free internalizing slot in your head. If there are no versions of free one up, then you pass some time. Oh, advanced race theory ini mesti gue masukin, jadi ini mesti gue forget. Alright. Masih 9 jam lagi. 30 menit lagi dapat. Gimana cara forget tapi? You do not have skill points available. Oh. Kita masih ada skill points dulu buat. Jadi mesti naikin level dulu untuk masukin teori tentang rasisme ini. Oh my god, this is so hard, bro. What? Alright. So what can we do now? Berarti besok besok berarti gue mesti investigasi baju lebih dalam. Habis itu mesti nyari driver juga. Dan mungkin nyari badge ya. Gue tapi belum tahu kita belum ada clue sama sekali untuk badge-nya itu di mana. Alright guys, untuk sekarang sampai situ dulu karena kita stuck nih. Untuk lanjut lagi gue mesti masukin ide baru ke otak gue, which is belum bisa nih. Ini harus punya skill point dulu untuk dilepas atau enggak buat unlock satu lagi baru. Ini gue mesti dinaikin, susah juga ya. Alright guys, sampai situ dulu. Habis ini gue mau pindah ke Twitch untuk main Valorant. So if you guys wanna join in, join aja. Bentar, gue save dulu. Jangan lupa follow Twitch gue. Alright, besok kita akan lanjutin ini lagi. And then Kamis, Jumat, Sabtu we're gonna play some multiplayer games. Gue belum tahu main apa, yang pasti gue akan main Warzone sih. Maybe we'll play some Apex lagi. Gue belum berencana untuk main Among Us dulu sih untuk map barunya. So thank you so much everybody. Have a good night. Kalau misal mau join lagi, make sure kalian mampir ke Twitch. Make sure kalian follow, right? See you everybody. Bye bye.
You